I've been thinking about the public reaction to Simone Biles and her husband in tandem with Will Smith and Jada Smith, and how everyone was dragging Jada for like 3 months, and Kiki Palmer. Because, some people were saying, well, is Simone mad? But I don't remember Will being mad. I remember y'all being mad on behalf of Will and being so upset that he would accept that treatment and slamming Jada when Will didn't say that he was mad. You were mad for Will. But then when Black women decide that we want to have a conversation about respect and how we're being treated and how we date as successful women, you have the audacity to get on the internet and decide that that's an overexhausted topic, which it isn't. You just, for some reason, were triggered by Black women starting to have a conversation about how a lot of times they are not treated well in relationships. And then a lot of think PC men who would have talked about Jada for months on behalf of Will, being mad on behalf of Will, get to say, well, is Simone mad? I think we spend too much time talking about other people's relationships. But when it's the reverse, you get to drag Jada to hell and back because you won't miss an opportunity to completely dissect and demoralize and tear down a Black woman. But you don't think that's overdone. You think that conversation is new and fresh. But when Black women start to have conversations about how we want to be treated and what respect looks like to us, all of a sudden, this is an overdone, boring, gossipy conversation, and you dismiss it. But you think you're valid to gossip about the gossiping that you're condemning, right? It's one thing if you're like, oh, I don't think we should be talking about that. But you still want to talk about it though. You just want to shit on women for daring to believe that there could be better and that there should be better and that better is deserved. And when you dismiss that conversation as irrelevant or overdone, you are not only saying, hey, this conversation about women, Black women specifically, being treated well like the prize is overdone, which it isn't overdone because it's pretty new. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking so loud. And the more you try to silence us, the more we realize we have to be talking about it and talk louder. Because for some reason, you feel the need and the right to dismiss women talking. And that is why these things are never about Simone Biles, because the reactions say everything. And the way even think PC men who love to talk and love to say they're feminists and love to say they care about Black women decide that they've had enough of the Black women chatter, God forbid, there's something to talk about that we find value in, you think you have the right to dismiss it. And that is your problem. And that isn't the time to get on the mic. That is the time to look and say, why do Black women demanding more? Why does that make me feel like I need to shut it down? Why now do I decide that this isn't worth talking about when I love to dissect and talk about everything else? Sometimes the answer is within and not without. But a lot of times these talky, thinky men, they're gonna say the things that, again, I've said this before, this is maybe some journaling therapy work. Not everything that you think is a message, is a PSA. Some of it is a response to feeling a little bit called out, maybe. And so it might be a bit of a reaction that isn't completely unbiased and for some reason feels a little because when women speaking about feeling how they should be treated triggers you, you're feeling a lack in ability to do that for some reason. Because I don't think Russell Wilson had any issue with this. Do you know what I mean? I think Travis Kelce commented something like, how the fuck do you not know who Simone Biles is? You know what I mean? So men who know how to be respectful and have that as a commonplace act, I doubt that they're going to be triggered or upset with women having this conversation. And I doubt they would dismiss it the way some of y'all are. Just thinking out loud.